I have the opportunity to rescue a super rare 80s Mercedes G-Wagon, and we actually have two to pick from. They're both red, and here's one of them. Let's check it out. Oh, no way, this has the plaid interior. What? Look at that. This one is an automatic. This is wicked, guys. Are you kidding me? This one is in pretty good shape. So I've only seen these from the outside, and I know that they've been both sitting for about 10 years. So definitely not gonna run or anything just yet, but whichever one I get, that's the plan. We gotta get them to run. Wow, listen to that. Oh yeah. I believe both are 1985. Obviously flat tires. Oh yeah, very old. This is gonna be in kilometers, and I'm sure that's rolled over. That's crazy low. Oh my gosh, Miami Beach radio. That's hilarious. Oh, these controls are so cool. I've always been a big fan of G-Wagons. I never thought I'd be looking at one from the 80s, but I got a call from a friend of mine, and here we are. Okay, so a lot of these are diesels, and a lot of them are gasoline as well. I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but this is a straight 6 gas engine. Where do we put this? Here we go. This prop rod is also like a 1/2 inch thick steel. That's insane, but it is a G-Wagon. This one has air conditioning, and yeah, we got 2 cams, and here's our air intake, and oh yeah, is this what I think it is? Huh. Wait a minute, is this what I'm thinking it is? This is CIS injection, so very similar to the Mercedes of this era. And if you guys saw my restoration video of my DeLorean, that actually has the same thing. So this is mechanical fuel injection, and this is kind of the heart of the beast. But man, this looks way different. Like this is all welded up like an adapter plate or something. Did they delete it? And this is normally where the lines would go, right there, and they're all capped off. I have no idea what's happening right now. Well, this explains it. This is what I was looking at, guys, and why I was so confused. This is what it should have. This is the Bosch CIS system. They threw a carburetor on this. It's actually kind of a good idea because this system can be very complicated and expensive to restore. That's a carburetor right there. Wow. So a carbureted automatic 85 red G-Wagon with plaid seats. Pretty neat. This is probably worth a ton of money. Yeah, check it out. It says GM right there. So this is probably a Rochester carburetor from back in the day. I don't know if that devalues this car at all. I mean, it comes with all the original parts. I guess if you're going for an all original 80s G-Wagon, you'd want the central injection system. I don't know, let's keep looking though, because we have another one to look at that's a manual. I gotta say, this one is pretty straight though. It seems to be in really good shape. These tires for some reason are not flat. They must be newer. And unlike Jeep Wranglers and a lot of other full frame vehicles, these frames have almost no real common issues as far as rotting out. So this is in great shape, and that's because they have a lot of openings so the water can drain out. The issue with a lot of full frame vehicles that rot out is the water sits at the bottom of the frame rail and it rots. Oh, this is neat, guys. Look at that. Mercedes part numbers from back in the day. We got a steering shock. This looks pretty good. Look at the oil pan drain. It's got like a tube on it. I've never seen that. I don't know. I can't believe I even have the option to pick from 2 of them, but we do. So let's shut the hood on this one and go check out the other one. It's right here. All right, here's the other one. You guys may have seen this in the background of some of my other videos. But here she is. All right, needs a windshield right off the bat. Let me break this tree. All right, we're missing this trim here. So far, the other one, I think cosmetically may be nicer. It's missing the amber lights that are right here as well. Oh, this is a 1980? What? I thought this was an 85. This says 1980. Look at this New York safety sticker from 2007. You know, the G-Wagons have stayed the same pretty much forever, so 1980, 1985, whatever. Oh, yes. This is what I thought this had, and I have no idea if this is factory or not. This has the craziest 80s Recaro seats. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, outside of Recaro being faded, like this is in excellent condition. No way. It actually smells really good in here, guys. Like just, you know, clean. The other one had probably some mice in there, but this one, no. Oh. And it's a manual. Do I even care about anything else at this point? I'm gonna mess up and buy the one that needs way more work, aren't I? Because of this manual trans. Yes, I am. It's a little, is there a manual trans even here? All right, well, hang on. I gotta make sure there's something in there. This is like really easy. Oh no, I don't know. Wow, is that just how they are? You guys ever seen that meme of the bus driver that's like, shifts like that? It's like the Grey Poupon guy, but a bus driver. Wow, these doors close so good. Oh, the clutch feels good. Yeah, no, that's something's there. I wonder if we could find the faceplate to this. It's probably something super retro. Is this? Gotta be an ashtray right here. Yep. We got a key, spare tools. This is an armrest in like plaid. Oh yeah, look at that. So this is plaid, and these are Recaros. Now, something tells me these aren't factory. I don't know, but they're really cool. Like, I like them. I mean, look at these buttons, guys. I have no idea what any of this stuff does, but you know, we're gonna find out. We gotta put power to this thing, see if the seats work. Again, it's been sitting for, I think, well over a decade at this point, so we can't just go ahead and crank it. Oh wait, we haven't even looked at the engine on this one. I'm freaking out. All right, let's look at the engine, see what we got. Do we have a carburetor? I don't know. Whoa, look at this. Oh, are you kidding me? This is so cool. Daimler-Benz. Is there anything written in here, like maintenance records? It's in English, okay. Guys, I don't really read normal books. I read owner's manuals. Is that weird? Like, does anyone else do that? I'll read this whole thing, I swear. All right, what do we got? Okay, we got the original fuel injection system. Nice. I don't know why I just said nice. Like, it could be really not nice. Like, carburetors are way easier. Yeah, lots of spider webs on this one. Wow. This thing has definitely been sitting for a very long time. Just like a lot of cars in this lot, and you guys have asked me before why some of these cars that have been abandoned for a very long time look so good. This is a great example right here, and it has a lot to do with the fact that there aren't any trees that are hovering over these cars to drop sap on them. So I mean, these cars are dirty, but a lot of those viral videos where the abandoned car looks super abandoned is usually because it's out in a forest or even in a warehouse where they get really dusty and they look horrible. These get rinsed off every day pretty much by the rain. They also don't get any algae growing on the bottom because they're parked on gravel, which is similar to concrete. I'm not saying this is the way to store a car, but in the world of storing one outside, it's not the worst. You definitely don't want to store a car outside on dirt or beautiful grass like this. And it looks so good because I use Sunday. Using Sunday lawn care is just so easy. Screw the nutrient pack to your garden hose, open the valve, and you're done. Your lawn is now being fed what it needs to look its best, including seaweed extract, nitrogen, iron, and other ingredients that you can actually pronounce and that aren't harmful to you, your kids, or your pets. Sunday is shipped right to your door with phenomenal instructions, and getting started couldn't be easier. Just go to getsunday.com/legit and complete their free lawn analysis. They use your specific location to determine what nutrients are needed, and you can even send in a soil sample to fine-tune the plan for even better results. So winter has lasted exceptionally long this year, so about a month and a half ago, my lawn looked like this. And then just about a month ago when I filmed my last Sunday promotion, it was still snowing and my lawn looked like this. But now, just a couple of weeks later, all the green is back. And I haven't cut my grass yet this year, and it's coming in super thick, so it crowds out all of the weeds. But hang on, I got a lawn vent for 1 second. The city poured new concretes and sprayed some green fuzzy stuff, and this grew, so they ruined this section of my lawn, so I have to redo that. But this is where it's at. This is what I've been maintaining with Sunday for about 2 years now, and it looks phenomenal. Now, in about a month, my lawn is gonna look even better, and spring is definitely the best time to start. So if you guys have always wanted a well-manicured lawn, you can do it. It takes about 15 minutes a month of spraying this on your lawn, and you're done. And the best part is, if you click on my link down below or go to getsunday.com/legit and use code LEGIT30, you're gonna get 30% off your very own custom lawn care plan. So check out the link down below. Now back to our red G-Wagon. Here is the injection system. So you can see all of the hard lines, and they go to these mechanical fuel injectors right there. And here's our distributor cap, vacuum advance, okay. Wires and cap actually look, you know, newer-ish. It's probably when they gave up trying to get this thing to run 20 years ago. That's why they look clean. Oh, this is neat, guys. This is the jack, and it has a leather strap. Are you kidding me? That is super neat. All right, I'm underneath here looking obviously at the condition of this G-Wagon. I just wanna make sure it's got a trans. It does. We got a transmission right there. That is awesome. I love finding transmissions in cars. The exhaust is okay, not too bad. There is our rear end. Okay, a little surface rust, no biggie. But yeah, this frame looks pretty good. This is kind of funny. They use like a sound insulation fabric pad or something like that underneath. So obviously that's a little corroded. And the suspension on this one is not as clean as the other one, so it probably needs new shocks. These tires aren't totally flat, and they're not even really that dry rotted. Yeah, no, they are dry rotted. They're definitely gonna need to be replaced at some point, that's for sure. Hopefully we can just get some air in them for the trailer. Here's the back end, and let's see if this opens. There's a bunch of wheels in here. God, I gotta say, what they say about G-Wagon doors just being really solid is so true. I mean, come on. That is beautiful. But yeah, we got a bunch of wheels back here, and these tires look, they're dry rotted too, but they're there. And then how do we do this? This looks like some kind of latch. And here's the back. We got a bunch of tires in the way, but there's our back seat. That's intact. Oh, I thought this was sagging. No, this is just hard plastic, so the headliner's in good shape. And we even have our little spare. Trailer hitch. This side looks pretty good. The body is okay on this one. I'm going with the manual one. These are both owned by a friend of mine, and he wants to sell one that's running and driving, and I couldn't resist being the guy that brought one of these things back to life. This will be a very budget-minded rescue, so the challenge is to bring this truck back to life without spending a ton of money, which I have no idea if that's even possible, but I'm gonna try. We got leaks, we got leaks. This is bad, guys. This is really bad. I gotta go get my trailer, and we're gonna come pick it up. We're gonna air up some tires, hopefully they air up, and we're gonna try and get this engine running, and fingers crossed that at the very least has a good engine. All right, guys, we got some air in the tires, so we're all set there, and this thing looks good. So they moved it out with one of those guys over to this lot. I got my trailer, and it'll be the first time we are towing with the Flutterado or Frozenado or whatever else we called this in that series. It is a beautiful sunny day. This thing looks amazing. Like the red just pops. This is awesome. But yeah, I mean, it does have little imperfections. Hard to tell in this good sunlight, but it's not perfect. Like if you wanted this to be mint, you'd have to probably repaint it, but whatever, man. This is nice, guys. And just in case they gave us the extra CIS system, although, you know, it was replaced already, I'm assuming because it was bad. But gosh, these Recaro seats that are currently full of glass are so cool. And I did find some on Bring a Trailer that had Recaro seats. I don't know if those were aftermarket too. I don't think they're original, but it's possible. Look at the tow hook on an old G-Wagon. This is so beefy. Here we go, here we go. All right, we got Max working the trailer, and I'm driving. They said they caught some kid on camera throwing something at this windshield. Who does that, guys? Man, if my kid ever did that.
Right to jail, right away.
Going to military school, boy. We're off-roading. Ah! Wow, I love it, guys. It looks so good. And so does that Isuzu Rodeo. That thing is mint. She's rolling, guys. It's a good sign. It's not totally locked up and frozen. And yeah, we do have drum brakes in the rear, so that should be fun. She's definitely not perfect. Yeah, you'd need new rockers, technically, for this truck. A little crusty over here as well. It's definitely gone through on the driver's side, but the important stuff, the frame, is super solid. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. We got the G on the T, and we're gonna tow it with the S. Let's do this. This is the first time towing with the Silverado, and I've never had a trailer brake before. Like the trailer's set up for it, but I've never had a vehicle that does it. And with this button here, we can turn this up, and that'll give us more braking power to the trailer brakes. I think this maxes out of 10, let's just go with that. And if you guys are wondering, this thing that springs back, it tests it. So like I'm coasting, I'm not gonna hit the car's brakes, but yeah, we're slowing down. That's what's so cool. So that's why that kind of like springs back. It's literally just a test. So you can test only the trailer brakes and not your vehicle's brakes. You should have tested those before you hooked something up to a trailer. Can we slow down all the way with just trailer brake? Yes, you can. Never using my brakes again. I got trailer brakes. It's like extra set of pads to go through. Sweet. It's not the end of the video, don't worry. We just got the end of the video song in the Silverado, and yes, I'm just using trailer brakes. Ooh, bloopers. I feel like I'm working harder. So we were just checking on an old video of mine for something stupid, and then the music came on at the back and bloopers. You guys ever watch the bloopers in my videos? They're all the way at the end. Some of you probably don't even know about them. All right, in every video that I'm trailering something, I get this shot of the rearview mirror. Oh, who's photo bombing me here? Blue Volkswagen Taos. No idea if that's how you say that. I've never said that word. It's T-A-O-S. Back to my mirror. There she is. Red G-Wagon in the mirror of the Silverado. I got the good side. This is kind of the bad side with that cracked windshield, which I'm already trying to find right now because we definitely cannot drive it that way. Although we probably got a ton of work to do before that thing drives. All right, we're back at LegitStreetCars. It's coming down. I kind of don't want to talk about it, but I don't have my aluminum ramps. They're gone. We got new ones on order. But this is working great right now. It's off-roading right now. Just look at that articulation. All right, ready, Max? All right. Well, this was a nightmare to get in, but once it's in the shop, it's easy, and we got dollies. But we officially have a 1980 G-Wagon in LegitStreetCars. Red on red right here. Look at that. That's a cool lineup. I just cleaned off the tool cart. That means we're ready to go. I got my green gloves on that don't fit. And let's start off by removing all of the spider webs. There we go. Sorry, spider webs. I know you worked very hard on that, but there you go. You guys ever see that meme of the guy doing one of these behind a tree? That's me right now. I'm so excited to dig in. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna start with the air intake. Let's remove this. Couple of 10s. Don't drop it, don't drop it. There we go. Okay, now something big here, guys. Is this gonna, oh yes. Okay, good. If these get frozen, this lever inside of here, that's bad. And this is not frozen. This is popping up really nicely. So you would think that this is a throttle body, but it's really not. So when the air sucks through this lever increases the fuel that goes to each one of the injectors. But it is like a throttle body in the sense that it is the intake side that the air has to pass through. But anyway, that's a good sign. So this is the linkage connected to the gas pedal. So when we open this does not move because it's not the throttle body. The actual throttle body is right in here. I know it's complicated, guys. That's why no one works on these systems. So as you guys know, we do not want to try and turn this engine over by hand. That would be bad. This thing's been sitting forever. So the piston rings could have rust and they could be frozen in the cylinder. And if we go to crank it, we could break the ring off. So we can't do that. We got to pull plugs. Hang on, does this have Jeep hood capabilities? Oh, come on. This would be so nice for you guys, honestly, and me, but for lighting. Oh. Sweet, good job, G-Wagon. I'm going to pull these wires right now and I don't want to forget which ones go where. So this one is number 1. With everything labeled, oh, we're gonna pull these off. What a nice pop noise. Yeah, these wires they're in great shape. What lies beneath? First spark plug. All right, cracked loose nicely. What do we got, what do we got, what do we got? Okay, it's been used, it's not brand new. That's kind of a good sign, honestly. And it's a Bosch plug. I've had a lot of abandoned cars that have new ignition parts because that's where they left off. They could never get it to run and then it sat for 10, 20, well, 32 years in the case of the DeLorean. But this is a good sign. This was running at some point. All right, you guys know I love borescopes, so let's take a look inside. Ooh, there's some stamping marks. Yeah, some numbers on the piston, but this one is like all the way up, so it's really hard to see anything. Okay, so far it looks good. Let's just move on. We gotta find one that's all the way down so we can see these cylinder walls. Here we go into the next cylinder. Ooh, we can see a valve open, cool. All right, that debris is nothing. That's for me pulling the plug out and it's just being kind of dirty in here. So nothing to freak out about. Whoa, look at these cylinder walls. Those look so good. Oh, that's great, guys. Oh, a little bit of rust. You see that in the top left corner? Yeah, a little bit of rust. Okay, so imagine that all the way around a ring or even in one spot. You just don't want anything to get caught up. You want to take some precautions, which we're gonna mix up a special concoction and do those precautions, but I'm gonna keep looking. Here is cylinder 3, and it looks perfect in here, guys. This is awesome. Cylinders are looking good, and I just wanna pop up this cap that looks fairly new. Take a look at the rotor. See if we have any chance of spark. Oh, wow, yeah, that's nice. That is really nice. Look in there. This is definitely newer. Yeah, if you guys remember on the Typhoon and a few other vehicles I've had, we pulled the cap and it's just a rusty mess in there. So I'll take whatever wins I can get here, people. Oh, we got a friend. We got a Spider, a Mercedes Spider. Hey, little buddy. There you go. Can spiders bite through gloves? Sometimes I really wish they could. I really want to be Spider-Man. Here we go. Here's a Silverado for you. Now you're American. Welcome. He doesn't want to go to America. Go to America. There it is. It's a Chevy Spider now. All right, so you guys have seen me mix up transmission fluid and acetone before. We did this on the Frozen Auto and a few other projects, but this is an excellent penetrating oil, and I've stepped up my game and mixed some into this guy. So this is a pressurized can, and you can put different nozzles in this thing and give it a mist. So that's what we have in this. And it matches, coincidentally matches. And yesterday I was matching with my hoodie too, so everything's red. But anyway, we're gonna spray this directly into the cylinders just like this, fog them out. Really nice. Oh yeah, and we'll get all of them. And there's one back here too. And we can use this on nuts and bolts as well, which I'm sure we will. While we're waiting for our concoction to concoct, we gotta take a look at underneath a 1980 G-Wagon. And this kind of reminds me right off the bat of the G-Wagons I was used to working on at Mercedes when I was a tech there. And that is because of this entire front axle assembly. So this is a ball and socket or closed knuckle system. You can kind of see it in action. Right now, this is about as beefy as it gets for a front axle setup on one of these SUVs. So obviously there's grease in here and you can remove this. There's a normal U-joint inside and the axles go through the tube to the differential. That part of it is pretty standard, but yeah, this is a monster setup. And it's not to be confused with portal axles, which kind of look similar, but have a gear system involved. That is not that. That, I guess, would be kind of like one step more beefier than this. Going over all the joints, it's rock solid. These parts are just monstrous. Look at this, the old W460 part number. This could very well be original. They all eventually look kind of greasy like this, but everything is really tight. Oh my gosh, look at this cast aluminum oil pan. This thing is massive. You know, a little bit of leakage, and that could be be from the oil filter housing, which is right there. And I believe this exhaust to be all original. And it's in fairly good shape. No gigantic holes or anything. This has a divorce transfer case. So you have the cutest little drive shaft ever. And then here's your transfer case. You have your other drive shaft going to the front right there, and then yet another little drive shaft here. Well, this is really important for this project, the fuel tank right here, and it does have a shield over it, so the tank itself I think is in good shape, and look at this. We have a drain, which means I may not have to drop this entire tank. We're gonna drain it and then bore a scope in there and see what's going on. Wow, this fuel filter looks to be pretty new. I mean, it's probably 20 years old, but it looks okay. Overall, this frame is looking real solid. Yeah, the rockers are a little rotted. To make this a show truck, you'd probably want to do new rockers. That's what it looks like from the outside. So I guess if you're like just using this on the trails and just kind of a cool weekend truck, you don't have to do them. Wow, it looks like this radiator is brand new. Looks to be in good shape, and it's kind of just another plate underneath here. Because she is an off-roader, these tires look great too. Even though they're old, they just look cool. She's a beaut. Oh, and I put a period correct battery charger on this old battery. We'll see if we can revive it and see if anything lights up inside, which we should just do right now because that thing is just giving it direct power. Let's see if the cluster lights up. Oh, whoa, we have a light on. I don't think the key's in the ignition either. Yeah, I put the key right there. All right, well, it's a battery light. Okay. Hey, look at this, 1980. It is an 80. It's used, if you didn't know. All right, here we go. First time. What's gonna happen? Oh! All right, I hear a buzzing noise, and for some reason the tach went to like 2,300 RPM. That's about it. Oh! That's, yeah. This is either like a gigantic heavy-duty relay or something going bad, but that's the flashers. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what this is. Doesn't work. Oh, you hear that? No, wait, are these factory seats, guys? Or did someone just do a really good job and wire them up? What is that? Why is that turning red? Is this a heated Recaro seat from like 1980? That's impossible, I'm just pressing all the buttons. What is this doing? It's gotta be lumbar, right? I don't feel anything. I don't know what's going on, guys, but these Recaro seats might be factory, which has gotta be a big deal on this thing, right? A manual with Recaro seats. That's awesome. I don't wanna do the wipers because we get the hood like that. I don't think there's an actual horn right here. It might be a button somewhere for the horn. I'm not sure. We do have crank windows that seem to work. That's sweet. Oh, I wanna see if we can find the face to this radio right here. What is this, lighter fluid? Invisible windshield wiper, Rain-X. Oh, that's cool. An old vintage bottle. What is this, a note? Oh, it's in German, I'm assuming. Oh, at pre-delivery inspection, screw into clutch housing. No way. Whoa. Or bei Ablied for Blutenheimen in Kluppenheimen in Schnupplenheimen. It's exactly what the first line reads. In German. Just kidding. Hey, it passed an inspection in 2005. It's $21. Pass. All right, New York. The sticker says 2007 on the windshield. I think that's how long this thing has basically been sitting. We got a light bulb. Okay, and some screws. All right, no radio. Oh, this is cool. It's got a fire extinguisher and a first aid kit, I think from the factory. Neat. There's a towel. Oh, look what we got. No way. These are little light covers that are missing on the top of the fenders. I'll show you guys under the hood. That's really nice. We might even have the bulb for it in the socket, and then a really cool plaid armrest. I think this is the grill for the heat for the back, maybe. Oh, cool. We got all the side molding. Remember on the side of the truck we're missing molding? It's right here. What's this thing? Oh, that's for probably the bottom of the light. Yeah. All right, I can't figure out what the buttons do, guys. They probably just don't work, but this does look factory to me. This looks too good. Oh, look at this, guys. One of these is working. Huh. Maybe I switched that on accidentally. I've been letting the concoction brew for about 3 or 4 hours. Normally I would let this go overnight, but these cylinders looked really good. I have a lot of confidence, knock on Mercedes-Benz star. So we're gonna get a socket here, whoops, to the crank somewhere in there. Okay, I think I'm on it. Let's see. I wanna go slow. Oh yeah, going slow. Oh, that's perfect, guys. Oh, it's mint. Oh, it feels like buttery smooth, guys. Just absolutely perfect. No hang up at all. We're good with that. Oh my gosh. All right, I think, because I do want to crank this with the starter, see if it even works, but there's 0% chance that any of the fuel system on this vehicle works, especially with the CIS system. You know, I'm sure the fuel pump doesn't work. Actually, now that I think about it, when I turn the key, I didn't hear anything. We're gonna try and just run this off of our own fuel system, but we gotta make sure the starter works. So let's do that next. Let's see if she cranks. Well, you know what? Before we do anything, we gotta take a look at the wiring going to the starter and the alternator. So this alternator plug is looking a little crusty. Let's see if we can pull it off first. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, this is super crustified. Yeah, these spades don't look the best. I'm seeing worse. I just cut some of the sheathing off here, and yeah, this is bad, guys. This is really bad. I have to make some wiring repairs here for sure for the alternator. So here's our starter. And if we take a closer look, the wiring looks okay outside of this one, which actually may be the same one by the alternator that looks, well, just like this. And that would be great. We could just replace that one. There's 6 total wires going to the starter on this, but these look totally fine. This main power, we'll have to take a good look at it. It's a little green here, but we might be able to clean that up. But yeah, this one definitely needs to go bye-bye. Get out. All right, we're gonna pull these off. There goes a washer. All right, we got that off. Yeah, this is looking really good. And obviously I have the battery disconnected for all of this, okay? Don't do anything like this with battery connected. You'll fry yourself. Let's take this guy off. So we do have 2 wires going to that one lug. Let's pull some sheathing off up top. All right, we're cutting the cancer out. Goodbye. Not that this is that dirty, but we're just gonna clean everything up anyway. It's still a little green fuzz. I think the cable itself is gonna be intact. For now, we're gonna go back together with these 2. The one that we cut off is the one that goes to the alternator. And for what we're doing right now, we don't need the alternator. I just wanna crank it, and then we're gonna see if it'll fire on its own fuel system. So yeah, we'll have to fix this in another episode probably. Starter's back. Dangerous wire out of the loop. I almost went ahead and cranked this thing without even checking the oil. Gotta check your oil, people. Obviously, this thing is gonna need an oil change, but one step at a time. Wow. Very nice oil. Sweet. You guys ever really just like the smell of oil? I do. It's probably not good for you. But you know what is good for you? Cranking over your old G-Wagon. Here we go, people. Here we go. I got nothing. Oh wait, this is a manual. Here we go, clutch in. Nothing. It's cranked up the jumper. I think the battery's shot, obviously it's shot, but let's see. Doing something. We're gonna get a new battery, but we're just gonna jump it for now. Oh my God. Oh! It cranks! Just needed more power. Oh! That sounded so good, guys. Like that cranked over perfectly. I'm starting to smell some more stuff. Like stuff's moving around. It smells like old, you know, fuel and oil and stuff like that, but that's cool. Oh, I just noticed something that's not cool. Oh, wow. I think pressure was just relieved, but it's missing a nut here. And I just pulled up on the injector and I heard something. Huh, were we getting fuel pump? Like, I couldn't imagine the fuel system working on this thing, old fuel pump, but we might have had pressure and I just relieved it. You know what I wanna do is spray all this stuff because we're eventually gonna have to probably take all these lines off, but I'm gonna pop this feed, see if we got any fuel coming out of here. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh yeah, no way. We got fuel. Are you kidding me? I seriously thought there was no chance. Oh my gosh, we got like good fuel pressure. Okay, simmer down. It's ready to kill me. Oh man, look at that. That's huge, guys. Oh, all right, let's close her off. And, Woo, just knocked a solid 6 months off my life right there. Yeah, that feels bad. It's really bad, guys. All right, I mean, that's to be expected. The fact that the fuel pump is kind of working is definitely nothing I expected at all. But we gotta turn this off, to be honest with you. We don't want this thing to even try and run on this fuel or we don't want it to go anywhere else. So I gotta figure out how to disconnect this because I wanna try and start it with starting fluid. I just can't help myself, people. I'm gonna clean up these spark plugs for now. They're actually in pretty good shape as far as the gap goes. Yeah, look at that. Made them real nice. And we'll get these back in our engine. in preparation for maybe a first start. Before we even try to start the engine, I want to check for a spark. And we did find a fuse for the fuel pump, but I don't know if it turns off the cold start injector, which is this guy right here. So I'm gonna unplug this. I just don't want to start flooding this engine with any of this old fuel like at all. All right, let's see what happens. Hey, we got spark. Oh, we got a lot of spark, guys. Did you see that? This is like the most spark I've ever seen. All right, cool. So as long as it's in the right order, this should fire with some kind of fuel. Oh, and this is some kind of ignition module box, something or other. I was really nervous about that not working, but so far so good. All right, last spark plug going in the engine. If I could find it, there we go. And do you guys recognize this battery that I just installed? It's the good old Rural King from when we rescued the Typhoon in the middle of a forest in Ohio. So it originally came in this and now has become a tradition. I use it in all of our projects that are kind of unknown, like we put it in the Frozen Auto and a few other cars before we bought an actual battery. So if this all works out with this G, I'll take it out. It's got to live to see another day in an old car. I got a fire extinguisher. I mean, I have like 3 in the shop, but I'm bringing it really close to this G-Wagon because we're about to spray some stuff in the intake and I don't want to burn my shop down, even though I do want a new shop, but I don't want it like that. All right, please do not be used. Here we go, guys. So we got some brake clean and let's do a little prime in there. All right, let's see what happens with that. Oh, there was combustion, guys. There was combustion. Hang on, I'm gonna do this. You never know if you get a backfire, so don't stick your finger in stuff. No way! Are you kidding me? Like really, really well. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got leaks. Oh, that's fuel. Oh man. Okay. I thought I disabled that fuel pump. I must have pulled the wrong fuse and it was working. There's no way it was running off this varnish though. Man, all right, well, we got a big fuel leak, but it runs, dude. Like, it runs really well. Oh man, this is bad. We gotta fix this. Guys, this makes no sense. There's no smoke in my shop right now. Like, here's our tailpipe. We had it running for, I don't know, what was that, 10 seconds? No smoke? That is wild. We gotta fix this fuel leak or just disable the pump. I mean, it was definitely running off of the brake clean. There's no way it'll run off of potentially 20-year-old fuel, but I can't believe the pump works. I mean, that's Germany for you, because all my old like GM and Ford and all the American stuff I've resurrected, like those pumps are shot. But this one's good. It's good old inline fuel pump. Well, we had a hose pop off. This comes right off of the fuel filter. It was double clamped onto a metal pipe. We'll get into the fuel system in the next video, but just taking a quick glance, it looks very hacked up. Oh yeah, nice. We got headlights, and then we had the one fog light working. Sweet. I'm gonna use some actual starting fluid now. You can use gasoline, you can use whatever you want. Here we go. Sounds great. Wow. Like there's no lifter tick, nothing. This is amazing. Keeping it alive. I just want to run for like a minute, get everything warm, and then we're obviously going to change in the oil. We're going to do the whole LSC package in the next one. It does have coolant. Oh, I got to show you the coolant. It's so good. But yeah, this is great. I don't think there's any smoke either. Oh yeah. No smoke out of the tailpipe. This thing is a low emissions vehicle right now. I cannot believe this, guys. She's running good. All right, that's about 60 seconds of running right there. I want to keep it running. It's just so good. Oh my God, guys, we are going to be driving this G-Wagon at some point. I mean, obviously we got to look over the brakes. I'm pretty sure this one is frozen and all that. We got a lot to do before it drives, but man, this thing runs. Oh, and you want to see the coolant? It has like this newer looking radiator, although this cap doesn't look very new, but look at that. The green stuff. The green stuff's the best. Green stuff's the best stuff. Definitely in the world of coolant, but are you kidding me, man? Like, you know the whole thing where they don't make them like they used to, and I don't know, sometimes I'm like, yeah, okay, but sometimes the stuff they used to make was kind of garbagey. This, so far, outside of this insane spider system of injection, is running great. Like our ignition is rock solid, the engine rock solid. I mean, the oil was up there still. This is just phenomenal. So I'm excited, guys. We have a 1980 280 GE that runs. That runs. Hang on, guys, I gotta do this. Power steering works. Oh my gosh. She's running. This is so cool. It's so tall. I love it. The steering wheel is massive. I have no idea where the horn is, but jeez, this is cool. Oh yeah, and our RPM gauge works. That is great. So it's stuck at like 2,200, but that's like an old car thing sometimes. Fuel has no fuel according to that. 18,000 kilometers. That's probably rolled over like 13 times. But yeah, she is running, guys. And you know, one of my favorite parts is the painted lower dash. That is neat. Redline Engineering. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's what it says. Oh, too cool. Oh, and it's got diesel exhaust fluid. Well, that stinks. I'm just kidding. It doesn't have diesel exhaust fluid. That's defrost. It's defrost. It's the only writing they have here. Oh no. Oh, it tells you. Okay, so you gotta go like this and like this. It gives you instructions for defrost. And this thing is still running. We're running out of starting fluid. All right, let's shut her down, guys. Bam. All right, guys, that'll do it. We got this thing running. We have a 1980 manual transmission Recaro seated G-Wagon running here at LegitStreetCars. So I'm super excited about this. I'm very nervous about this, but in the next video, we have probably a crazy amount of work to do for the fuel system. We'll have to get into the cooling system, some more wiring, and get this thing to really run on its own. Just get in there, turn the key, fire it up. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed this so far, and I hope you'll stick around for the next video, and then eventually we're driving this thing. It's gonna be awesome. But anyway, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with your friends and family and fellow Mercedes-Benz enthusiasts. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a free little button down there, and it really helps me out. But most importantly, have a fantastic day, and I'll see each and every one of you in the next video. I have the opportunity to rescue a super rare Edie's. Is that a food? It should be something. I have the opportunity to rescue a very rare 80s G-Wagon, and I actually get to pick from true. And there's a plane. Yeah, this driver's side's kind of gone. It's gone through a little bit on the. It's definitely gone through on the driver's side. It's definitely gone through on the driver's side. I think Nissan and Mercedes, I don't know what I'm saying. You know what else is good? But you know what is good for you? Starting up But you know what else is good for you? Where's my keys? Let's start that whole mess over. Yeah, okay. But you know what else? But you know what is good for you? Before we even try firing this up, I don't see you plane, but I know you're there. The sun and the clouds might be blocking you, but I can hear you. I got multiple senses, at least 5, maybe 6. 6 on Sunday. Sunday lawn care. This shit's gonna blow up. Brown belly.